Hello, I'm Simon Robinson, the CEO worldwide of Holonomics, a business consultancy that is involved in the transformation of organizations. In terms of the Sustainable Development Goals, we're doing a number of projects to really help companies integrate these goals into their day-by-day business. One example of one project is that I'm part of a group of researchers, and the name of this group is called the Strongly Sustainable Business Model Group. This group is based in Toronto, Canada, but it meets each month both physically and virtually to discuss the latest research regarding the Sustainable Development Goals and how to really create a truly sustainable and authentic business. And one tool that the group has been developing is called the Flourishing Business Canvas. This is a very interesting business canvas because this canvas takes a systemic point of view in terms of what actually is a business model. So for example, instead of just focusing on consumers or clients, this business model focuses on stakeholders. The idea being that it's now no longer sufficient just for people inside a business to create the business model. New business models that are truly sustainable, they're going to be co-created with all stakeholders, with the people working in the business, and also with the people who are impacted by the business, in the communities in which this business acts, and also where the activities of this business are. So it's a very interesting way of expanding the vision of a business model, because business models now, they can't just focus on financial results. They also have to take into account social and environmental impact. And with this canvas, it's possible to actually integrate the Sustainable Development Goals as objectives of the actual business. This is a very interesting way to really transform businesses and help people inside businesses develop a much more systemic understanding of their organization as a whole. It's really important to talk about collaboration, because with this business model, in fact, this business model, the Flourishing Business Canvas, was actually created with collaboration in mind. Because it's no longer possible to really, for example, talk about governance, to talk about what types of natural resources a company is requiring, what kind of relationships it has with its workforce, financial stakeholders, and people impacted by the business. It's no longer possible to really develop a truly sustainable business without this genuine type of collaboration. And for this reason, inside of Holonomics, we're actually creating programs to help develop dialogue techniques. Just at this moment in time, not every company has a skill in being able to really collaborate, because people need to learn how to really host and facilitate dialogues. So once these companies develop new ways of having dialogues and conversations, then this new form of collaboration can really start to have a very positive impact on the business, on the customers, on the financial stakeholders, and also the wider community and society. In order to really achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, it's really important not to understand them as separate objectives, because we live in a very complex world. We have very complex problems to solve, and for this reason, we really have to develop a systemic form of thinking which treats the Sustainable Development Goals as a coherent whole, and then we can really start to understand the problems that society is facing, the reasons why business is having a negative impact on the environment, and we can then really start to not just take individual goals, but look at which goals we need to work with together to really implement solutions that will have an impact by the year 2030.